Hi, this is Ken from MyTajGarage.com, and today we're going to put the transmission back into the Lamborghini Diablo Replica. It's sitting here on top of the lift, and what we want to do is to be able to lift this up, set this on the shelf of the lift, and then get it into the transmission. The good thing about this is that we've been able to just pull the transmission out from behind. We're able to lower the engine cradle so that we had just barely enough room to be able to get this out. The sad thing is this is the second time I've had to do this. Last winter, I pulled the transmission out, had some repair work done, had to do the exact same thing again this winter. Everything in the 915 Porsche transmission has been completely replaced. All the bearings, all the synchro gears, everything has been gone through again to make sure that everything is in tip-top shape. So we're going to put this in and hopefully get this thing on the road here in a fairly short time frame. So Isaac, my lovely assistant, is going to try and help lift this thing up. We got our transmission stand back behind on the engine cradle, and we're going to see if we can't manhandle this guy up here. Help, Isaac's not lifting the whole thing. All right, so about 15 minutes later, after a lot of finagling, repositioning, we got the transmission in, we got it seated into the clutch housing, and everything is looking good. You know, those are probably the most difficult pieces of it. Now comes some of the more tedious work, just getting everything bolted up. I did want to explain one thing. We do have F350 axles on this, and the thing that takes a significant amount of time is just simply putting in these bolts into the axle and tightening it with this sawed-off Allen wrench. When you can only go about 1/8 of a turn every single time on 16 bolts, it takes a little while to put that back together. But luckily, it's not too difficult. It's just tedious. So transmission is in. I hope not to have to take it out anytime soon. So I want to continue buttoning this thing up, and hopefully the next time you see this, we're going to be able to fire it up and at least get the car running and off the lift. All right, so here we go. We got the transmission in the car. It has been several weeks since we got the transmission in. We've had a lot of ice, rain, and snow. So you can see here that I backed it off the lift for a few feet so it goes backwards. And then I've driven it on the lift and I backed it out. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take it for a spin and see how it goes. I'm going to go ahead and open the door for my lovely assistant. She's going to come over and walk over and get in the car, and we're going to take this for a little spin. It's a little difficult to get in and out, and as I get older, I'm sure it'll get a little bit harder, but let's fire her up. The power steering rack. During this time, I went from a power steering to a manual flaming river rack. There was just too much play when it got to go really fast on the highway. I wanted something with a little bit more tension in it, and she's got power right now. It's definitely not as easy as it was before. So we're going to go here just down the block. Adjusting looks like I got to do here. I got a cable system on this shifting linkage, and it's pretty easy to adjust. I got to work through that a little bit. Here we got the end of the cul-de-sac. We got a nice crisp spring day today here. Pretty much the beginning of March 2021. This is where you can see the end of the cul-de-sac. Taper it down a little bit here. I only got about a 1/4 to a half mile cul-de-sac here, so I want to make sure I'm not getting too crazy. This is kind of a good drag strip area as long as we don't have anyone kind of out and about. good so I don't have 5 gears going backwards. Go ahead and turn around here. Belts on, they probably get stretched out a little bit here. So she's moving, which is good. Made it up to 3rd gear, and we'll get her back here in bed and kind of make some adjustments to it, and we'll probably try it out again. We may even put the roof on. It's still pretty chilly out at night, and we will see what that looks like. So thanks for watching.